Hey, so I have a client call very soon, but I just had to share this with you because I'm so excited. I've got clients who are achieving amazing things, and I don't share about this enough. It happens, I give them, I tell them how amazing they are, and I'm like, oh, I need to share this more because people need to hear this. So say hi if you're on. I can see some people are on, but I can't see who they are. So say hello and where you're watching from in the world. Hey Kitty, how you going? Now it's showing me. So the first one is a client who has been in my VIP program this is her third year now. She went from losing £1,700 a month to now making tens of thousands of pounds a month. And she just signed up her first client to her highest paid package, which is £20,000, which is almost 40,000 Aussie dollars. She did this because she'd done a lot of emotional clearing work with me. I helped her with the strategy as well. But the biggest thing was the emotional clearing work, in that she was able to build her confidence, build her self-worth, build her self-esteem to be able to feel worthy enough to put out a program of that caliber and at that level. Now, just a year or two ago, she was actually scared to sell £100, like a $200 program. And she's drastically changed all areas of her life to be able to build her confidence and be able to literally change her business, sold her old business that wasn't serving her, and now has this new amazing business that not only brings her more money, but is really aligned with her passion, her fulfillment, and aligned with her purpose and the difference she wants to make in the world. So I'm ecstatic and over the moon for her. Hey Augustine, I can't say your name properly. Hey Amy, how you going? So that's the first one, and it really does, I could give someone all the strategy in the world, but they're not going to get the results if their head's not in the right place. I could tell you, you can make $1 million or £1 million or whatever by selling this many of these programs, and here's the strategy on how to do it. This is what you need to do for your marketing, your content, this is how you do sales, blah, blah, blah. But if you've got that all laid out in front of you and your head's not in the right place, you look at that and you think, I'm not good enough to offer that. So-and-so over there is better than me. I'm not confident. I'm not worthy enough. Then you're not going to go and take action. This is why you need to do the work on your mindset to then be able to implement the strategy to get the result that you want. The next client, so I'm working with a client one-on-one at the moment to help her with her speaking. She had her breasts removed as a preventative measure because she has a gene that is hereditary and can cause cervical and breast cancer. So she went through this amazing journey where she worked on herself so much and is just an amazing human being. And she spoke at an event, at a ball, when she is so scared of public speaking. I gave her the tools to be able to map out her story in an effective, inspiring way, and helped her gave her exercises to overcome anxiety, to leading up to it, afterwards, and during, and gave her the mindset that she needed to be able to stand up there and not shake and feel like an emotional wreck. And so she did that. She had 2 speaking events over the weekend, and she was able to stand up and speak in front of hundreds of people and not be a wreck. Hey Larissa, how you going? So I'm so proud of her, and she looked hot in her outfit as well. The next one, I have a client who is in my VIP program as well. And when he started with me, he was making $3,000 a month. He felt like he was doing okay, but he felt really stuck and like he couldn't grow, and he didn't know what was holding him back. He was working over 40 hours a week. He was doing a lot of one-on-one and a lot of face-to-face work, and he really wanted to go online, build his online and make more money and have more time with his family. Now, in the middle of working with me, we went through the spiral process. We've gone through strategy as well as emotional clearing work. And this is someone who does emotional clearing work himself with his clients. But the thing is, sometimes you can't see the things yourself that someone else outside of you, a coach outside of you, can see. Okay? Hey Key, how you going? So he did this work with me, and through this process, he ended up going from making 3K a month to 15K a month. This is US dollars, by the way. I've got clients all around the world. And he then cut his hours from working over 40 hours a week to only 15 hours a week. And in the middle of all of this, his second baby was born. So he now has more time with his family. He's doing hardly any one-on-one. Most of it's online. And he's doing amazing, amazing things with clients. He's just an awesome, awesome person. And then lastly, I have a client who was really stuck in the hustle mentality, and we're still working on it. But about a month ago, or maybe just a few weeks ago, she went from the US to Canada. And this was only her second ever overseas trip. Her first one was in February when she came to my Fiji retreat. And she left. She was scared to leave the country. She was scared to leave her office, scared to leave her workplace. And she left, and she didn't work much that month. She only worked, I think, a week or two of the month. And she ended up having her biggest month ever. I think she did close to 25,000 US, whilst not working, whilst not being there and hardly working at all. So it goes to show that we don't need to hold on to this old mentality that the more you work, the more money you're going to make, okay? What I help my clients do time and time again, and I've done it for myself, is how to make more money in less time, how to focus on the highest priority tasks so you can make more money, and really do it from flow instead of hustle. Hey Dawn, how you going? Hey Rich. Who else we got? I think I said hi to Key already. Hi Simone. So when you do this, you have more time for the important things in your life. And something actually Richie says all the time is to use hustle as a tool for creation, not as a way of life. And I love that, because it's not like you're saying hustle is bad and don't hustle, because you could take that the wrong way and think, oh, well, I don't need to work hard. And you go the other end of the extreme, right? And so you don't do much work, and you don't, you procrastinate, and you try and make things perfect, and you tell yourself stories or hold yourself back. I love working hard. I love getting a lot of shit done in a very short period of time. For example, I just recorded a webinar before that was amazing. I'm on this live stream now. I have 3 phone calls with clients today, and I have a training that I'm doing for one of my clients' groups. And other than that, if I have time, I'm going to respond to over 100 personal messages to try and, to try and get that out of the way. Got too excited there. But with all of that said, I'm going to finish up around 4 o'clock, I think. I'm going to hopefully get to the gym as well. That's why I have my gym clothes on right now, to make sure I go. And then I'm going to pick up my kids, go for a walk with them this afternoon. So getting all of that done doesn't have to take all day. Doesn't mean you have to wake up ridiculously early. Doesn't mean you've got to stay up ridiculously late. I fit in time for myself. I have time with my kids, and I have time for my exercise as well. Hey Anna, how are you going? Hey Leanne. So tying back into all of this, I really wanted to, first of all, just be super proud of my clients and how far they've come. I think they're amazing. And I wanted to give them a pat on the back and public appreciation and acknowledgement. And I wanted to drive home that thing of you can get more done in less time if you're super focused, if it's aligned with your purpose and your vision, if you know what you want, and if you clear the mindset blocks in your way as well. Because if you're believing that you aren't good enough, that you're not worthy, that you can't do it, that that person over there is better than you, and you're holding on to things from your past, or you've got fear and worry about the future, then you're not going to be present right now. And you're going to think, oh, I can't get back to those 100 messages because it's not important, or it's just going to take too long. I can't record that webinar because I don't feel good within myself, or who's going to listen to it, or who's going to buy anything from me. You don't get on a live stream because you don't feel confident enough, or you tell yourself the excuse that I don't have time. Okay? Now, when you drop your past shit, when you're totally connected to your future and what's important and what are the highest priority tasks for you to do, then you focus on what's important. I could have a big long list of things that I need to do today, okay? But I focus on what actually needs to get done today. And so for me today, if I literally got the webinar done and the webinar and my client calls and the training done today and nothing else, I'd be happy. I don't need to get everything done. And I used to have that belief in my past that I had to get everything done and I have to get it done now. I couldn't leave any messages unread in my inbox. I couldn't leave any notifications unattended. I had to get back to everything like that super quickly. And when you do that, you're putting your clients, you're putting your friends, your family, your email inbox, your Facebook inbox, everything else in ahead of your own needs. So put yourself first. Meditate, journal, focus on your health, look after yourself, so that you can get everything done with flow. You can get way more done than most people in a shorter period of time, and you can create whatever you want in your life. So I'm going to say hi to a couple more people and read that comment there. But first of all, I want to know, does anyone have any questions or comments on this or anything else? Please pop them here. What can you relate to from this as well? And who would love to see some of these clients I just mentioned that have sold a £20,000 package, which is like almost $40,000, who has gone from making $3,000 a month to $15,000 a month whilst cutting his hours back from over 40 hours to 15. Someone who has gone and overcome her fear of public speaking and spoken to hundreds of people, and someone who has worked way less and actually made $25,000 that month. Who would like to see me bring some of these people onto live streams and have a bit of a chat with them and ask them some questions yourself about how they did it? Give me a yes below and give some loves as well, guys. Awesome, Key. So Anna said, I admit I tell myself this lie too often, so thanks for the reminder, so powerful. Awesome, you're welcome. Hey Amy, hey Fiona, hey Gavin, hey Michelle, how you guys going? Awesome, okay, will do. So I'll stay on for like one more minute. I do have a client call in like 2 minutes time, but if anyone has any questions or comments, please pop them here now before I go. And I'll just keep talking until I get some, and if I don't, I'll head off in a minute. But this is why your mindset's so important, okay? And you can have all the strategy in the world, like I said, but if your mindset's not in the right place, you're not going to take action. Now, what a lot of people think mindset is positive affirmations, gratitude, journaling, meditating. That's just a tiny, tiny little part of it. If you don't do the deeper work with a coach, because you can't see this stuff yourself, if you don't do the deeper work with a coach in doing emotional clearing work, clearing up limiting beliefs and things like that, then you're going to stay stuck. You're going to take 10 times longer to reach your goals. You're going to keep wondering why you're not getting the results that you want, and holding yourself back. So if you're in that position, if you would love to clear up some of these emotional blocks and get out of your own way to really create an abundance of money, an abundance of love, an abundance in all areas of your life, comment with a yes below or send me a PM and let's have a chat about what you feel your current struggles are, and I'll give you some tips on how you can start to overcome them, okay? And if I feel that it's a good fit and I feel I can help you, I'll share with you how I can help you actually get to the bottom of it and let go of those things so you can have an amazing life and literally create everything you've ever dreamed of, okay? So comment with a yes here or shoot me a PM and let's have a chat. Hey Nick, how you going? If you've jumped on towards the end, make sure you go back and watch the start as well, guys. And hope you got a lot out of this, and hope you have an amazing day or night wherever you are in the world. Bye.